everybody, and welcome on behalf of the City of Ventura and the City Council. It's such a pleasure to have you all here today. What a great event, isn't it? What a great day. Yeah, absolutely.
If you've never been here to the Olivas Adobe, we encourage you to take a tour of the house. The house is open for tours. The docents also have a lovely exhibit hall at the end of the Rose Garden that has a lot of history, and any of our wonderful Olivas docents that are doing the laundry, they're doing the tortilla making, doing the corn, they all could tell you about the Olivas Adobe. We also have docents in our interpretive outreach program doing some of these programs, as well as the mud pit and the Rancho roping, as well as the gold rush and the animal tracking, which are all on the other side of this wall.
When I pulled the blue one, that made the yellow one go up, which is kind of weird, and the white one was over here, and so this was very strange. But we didn't have any instructions. So what do? Well, we took it apart, and there's nothing inside to make the dadgum thing work.
I'm Georgianne Lees, and I'm a Community Partnership Supervisor, and this is one of the sites that I supervise. And we also do our interpretive outreach programs here. And you can see that a lot of our mud pits and the roping the bull and panning for gold are all facilitated by our interpretive outreach. What a great way to share our history and our heritage free to the community by opening the Adobe and presenting a Rancho Day celebration so that people get a sense of what it was like to live back then in this beautiful 1847 Adobe. And so this is what we're doing, and we're hoping that it brings people back to this treasure, back to the Adobe, and back for our summer concert series, Music Under the Stars, and have them all enjoy city heritage.
Okay.
This is 150 years of the history of the Olivas. Don Raimundo founded this rancho in 1841. They called it. I did. Don Raimundo. Right. Founded this in 1841, and I called it Rancho San Miguel.
Yeah.
And it was
it's been
here.
A wonderful place to raise our children.
It is wonderful. Me and Doña Teodora, we raised 21 children, which was remarkable even in those days. But we had the children here. We had 8 girls, 13 boys. And we had a thriving cattle ranch.
Isn't it wonderful that we've been able to have so many people come here for this 150th celebration?
And the weather has just been very encouraging and supportive, because the children have gotten into the mud pit, and they've gotten into they've lassoed the Bernie the bull. And they've learned a lot about the Chumash way of life. We have a Chumash descendant in the back there who was a descendant of Tumame, who was one of the architects of this building, the Monterey style house.
And he did so much building when you were taking the cattle up north.
I was up taking care of the cattle, and we've always invited people to come out from all around. Travelers would often stop here.
And stay for several days, yes.
With the 21 children, you would expect a lot of weddings, and we had them here. We have a chapel up there where we would call the padre to come from the mission, and he would come out and then perform the ceremony, the weddings, the baptisms, the funerals, and he would stay and enjoy the fiestas afterward, which we were very happy to have, even though we worked hard. And we, had all the children here. We also enjoyed life, enjoyed music, we enjoyed dancing. and enjoyed all the benefits of life here. This was a healthy place to live. We had a lot of food. We harvested wheat and corn and lima beans and pinto beans. We had grapes in our vineyard, and we made wine.
All of the cattle.
And the cattle, we had up to 5,000 head of cattle, longhorn cattle here. And when the gold rush came, which was just a godsend for us, within 5 years, I became a multimillionaire.
Why, Raimundo is the fourth wealthiest man in Ventura.
And
so active in politics as well.
That's right, because as Doña Teodora says, I was a Republican and I supported, Lincoln. I always liked his policies. And I also campaigned for President Grant in 1872 for his president, and I would campaign up in the chapel. I think history is really important. I think this history here of the Rancho is little known. A lot of people don't even know this place is here, and it's events like this that bring everybody here to enjoy the culture, the step back in time when there were people here that worked hard and yet they were able to enjoy life. This was a pioneering family. We were out in the middle of nowhere, and we built a place that has lasted. Look at all these years.
And what a treasure we have for Ventura to have the original, our original home.
Yes.
Read the paper and you read these ads, you'll not find something in there about Professor Tinker's magic elixir. This would be some place that we would stand around, talk to you, and say, buy, 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 right? Okay? And that's what we got to say now, because we've hit the end.
To learn about upcoming events happening in Ventura, follow us on Facebook or visit our website at cityofventura.net.